Hey, ladies and gents. Hey, Jerry here. I'm making another video because I wanted to talk about something. This is like something for the ladies if they ever been through, like the situation. First of all, forgive me if the camera is like a little, movie, a little wavy. This is like the first time I'm actually filming on my iPad, and I'm trying to get adjusted to it. It's definitely different than my Samsung tablet. It's a lot bigger and wider and very light. So forgive me if the camera's a little wavy, first of all. So like back to what I was saying, I actually wanted to talk about, like a situation. It's not really much of a situation. It just basically gets on my fucking nerves all the way. Every time when I do it, I'm talking about, of course, like when you go shopping, and it's like, and I'm not sure if guys go through this. Like, if guys go through this, this is the same thing. And a little bit of disclaimer, I'm just gonna be, a little blunt and honest. So if you don't like the video, don't bother of, looking at it at all whatsoever. With my situation, it's like shopping, and I wouldn't say, like actually shopping for clothes. It's very mild, as if you're shopping for clothes. It's more likely like if you like going, shopping for your hair. Of course, ladies, they sometimes, they wear extensions, weaves, wigs, etc. And at time and time, I will change my hair. I would change my hair almost like every month. And if I were to wear it longer than a month, then I would have to, like refresh it and stuff. So most likely every style, I try to wear them every month. I try to myself a different look every month. And there could be times where, like for example, when I go into the store, what I do is like I actually take my time when, of course, if you go into a beauty supply or anywhere, that sells hair, you have to make sure, that your hair looks like it looks right on you, like it looks right. You gotta make sure that you don't make mistakes, especially if you're an African American girl. I'm not sure about, like white girls, but I guess, all girls are the same. You really got to make sure that, your hair is right. You got to make sure you're not going to put the wrong shit in your hair. And that's what I do. I would say like 3 times out of my life when I start wearing like wigs and extensions and weaves and all that kind of stuff, that I tend to make a mistake. It's like one minute I'd be thinking, this hairstyle is pretty, and then the next minute I'm like, oh my god, I look ugly as fuck. Like I look like a clown at the circus or some shit. That type of thing. So I had my experiences, here and there, but the main thing I'm trying to point out is that I cannot literally stand when I am trying to, look at hair and try on hair and think of the color and the texture and, all that kind of stuff. And then out of the blue, a woman will come up like behind me and be like, giving me a compliment or whatever, saying like, okay, the hair is gorgeous, the hair is cute. Like, that hair is cute. Like, this happened like when I got this happened like the other day. Of course, like if you guys are actually seeing like one of my previous videos, I had like curly hair, and that shit was getting nappy. So I go like, okay, it's time for me to get hair, because sometimes when you wear it and you wash it, the ends of the hair, will tend to get naughty and nappy, especially with curls. It gets worse. It gets all over the fucking place. So it's like you can't comb through it. You put mousse through it. You put sheen shine through it, and the shit still won't look right. It'll look all dry and pale, and like it died, and that's just it. So that's the time when you actually need to get something new for your hair. So I'm in there and I'm looking around and I came across like two hairstyles I wanted. One was like one with a bang here and cut like in the middle, like kind of like a, I would say like a white girl style, but it was really sexy. And this one, it was like that was the one I actually wanted, and the other style was this what I was wearing right now. And the reason why I would say I didn't pick that style was because of the fact that I had that style once before. I wasn't really making videos back then, but I had that style once before, and that was like old fashioned. I wanted to get it like in black instead of brown because the last hairstyle I had was brown, and I didn't want to get that, so I wanted to get more like a dark color like what you see right now. So I didn't really want the one with the bang. I actually wanted the one with the side piece because it seemed like it's really sexy. It's a little bit more different than the norm. I usually get, the same, kind of like the same style, but a little bit more curve to it, like a little light flat breast to it. And so I went along with this. So actually, like, as I was like trying it on like in the beauty supply, of course, when I'm at the beauty supply and I'm looking at hair, I'm making sure, my main focus is on hair because I want to make sure that, I look right because number one, I'm single. Number two, I'm trying to, look myself right, in case my Mr. Right comes by. And, you gotta taste, you gotta make sure you keep yourself up. That's a tip too. Some of you chicks are lazy. So, there I was, like in the shop, trying to make sure my hair is right, make sure the color, and etc. And then out of the blue, as I was trying on the hair, and I'm hearing like two girls talking to females, and as I turned, one of the females was looking at me and noticed like the hair on my hair. She's like, "Oh my god, that is so cute," and. And of course, anything that never, like, she called me off guard because normally I'm not a nasty bitch or anything like that. I don't say, um, certain type of shit. I don't do that because, I'm mostly a respectful person. Like, my mama raised me respectful. So, I just politely said, thank you. And then, the next thing that she did, she asked if she could touch my hair. And I was like, okay. So I let her do that. And I didn't really, understand why in the world she wanted to touch it because, this is fucking synthetic and, it's not human or anything like that, although they have human forms. But I chose to get like synthetic hair because, to be honest, I'm just trying to get something temporarily because I'm planning on getting braids. Actually, so whether it was human or synthetic didn't mean, that much to me. So, I let her touch it, and I didn't really, fucking understand why in the world she wanted to touch it, why in the world she wanted to feel it or whatever. So, I'm sorry, excuse me. So, I let her touch it, and she asked me, like, what kind of hair it was. Um, like, what was the brand, what was the name, and, I was explaining to her that, okay, this is the color, because, actually, the hairs on the mannequins and shit. So, I would say, this is the color of of the hair. I mean, this is the name of the hair, and etc., etc., etc. But she got confused for a moment because actually I had the other hair on top of the mannequin, and I was trying to decide between the two. That's why I put, it was like the wrong hair on the wrong mannequin. I was telling her, that the this is not the wig that matches with the mannequin, with the name of the mannequin. I told her it was basically over in the mirror because I was over there, trying on, that wig earlier while I was in there. So, she got a little confused for a moment. So she actually, the funny thing was, is like took, she actually considered the other hair as well because the other hair looked cute too. And I go like, yeah, of course it looks cute because I try to get the best thing that I can, that fits my face, that matches my face because I have like a big oval shaped face, so I try to get something right to match it, to look right in it. So yeah, they look pretty. And the last thing she did, she said, let me take a picture of it. So I had to like literally get out of it and let her take a picture because she talking about, she told her girlfriend like that's the style that I want. I want that style and everything. And I didn't really see, much of her out of that. It's that's just what really pisses me off because I'm like in the middle of trying to get something right for my hair, and then your ass is gonna come in and like interrupt me. And this is not the first time I experienced this. There be times where I could get all kinds of hair and stuff, whether it's like wigs or extensions or whatever, and there would be women or jealous bitches for that matter coming up and interrupting me. I'm just gonna give advice to like some of you girls that like to advice to the girls that are really good at picking out their hair is that whenever you go to a beauty supply and a beauty salon or anywhere that sells hair for that matter, you will get the hunch that there would be, some kind of bitch that will come in there and don't even know what the fuck to buy. And, there she go looking at you and worrying about what is in your hair or, what kind of wig that you're wearing because they suck as fuck trying to find something that fit their hair. And just advice to, to those that are like copycatters that sitting there trying to find a style on another girl's hair, y'all need to come up with your own shit. What y'all need to do is just basically take your fucking time. Stop, choosing like whatever the other girl puts on her hair. Because if you're following the other girl and the other girl, saying for example her face is different than yours, that shit ain't gonna look right. I mean, you gonna look like, like you flying on in the air or some shit. It don't even make no damn sense. So you really need to come up with your own shit. I mean, it's not that hard to go in there and start and take your time. I mean, you can't just get anything and come right out because if you get anything and come right out, you don't give a fuck. And I see bitches out here like around, Merlin, whatever. They would walk around with big old giant bushes, like red ass bushes, like red as fire, and all these other funny looking colors and shit, looking stupid as a motherfucker walking out there in the streets. I know, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So, that is the stuff that's like literally like piss me off. Like it happened more than one time. Like I said, I would get wigs and somebody be interrupting me, or if it ain't like a young person, it would be like an older person. I had this incident where I was actually trying to find like I was trying to find hair, like a lace wig for that matter. It was not like a full wig, it was like a lace wig. And at the time I was trying to find this particular wig because how I found this wig, it was like sometimes I mean I'm not, I'm bad too. I get like minor copycatish, like myself. But how I would think is just like, I see something I think is cute. So I was looking like for the curls, which eventually it was like a wig with curls in it. And I said, oh my god, I like that. I know I would look really pretty in that. And I never really wore, a hair full of tight curls before. It's always loose and things. And I was thinking, yeah, that was cute and all that. And I put that on my hair. And the funny thing about it is that I found a wig similar to it, but the wig was blonde. And for me, doing retail, they don't allow, fucking color hair in retail. And that's what, that pisses me off. I have another video that explains that. So, I tried it on, and then there was this older woman. She looked no more than 60. And it was not just her, it was another woman that looked 50 and 60, both of them. They would say, oh, that looks cute on your hair. And I go, like, I would say that I was going, like, what the fuck are these bitches talking about? I mean, how in the world do you think I'm going to walk around, with some high blonde ass hair like I'm a, like I'm a white girl or some shit? I go, like, I'm not going to walk out here, out there, in no loud ass blonde, all that kind of stuff. I mean, what the word are you talking about? Like I said, you got to watch, like, some of the bitches because they'll be, like, fucking you up. Don't even take their advice, unless if your mama's there. Like, I went shopping, like, when I got my hair, I went with my mama. So, my mama came with me. Most of the time I go by myself, but my mama came with me, someone that, knows exactly what she's talking about because she related by blood to you. So I would say, don't even listen to anybody else's opinion. You go about your own thoughts about, what the hair look right on you, because there be bitches out there. There are jealous bitches out there in the world, ladies and gents. There are jealous people out there in the world. And you can't listen to what they say, because one little mistake, they'll be trying to fuck you up. And I know that because I have experience, and I'm actually thinking about, making more videos about those experiences, especially at work. Um So I would say, best to just, follow your advice about, follow your advice, or follow what your family advice. Like if you have your mama, or, your sister along with you, or, anyone for that matter, just follow your advice, or a good girlfriend or whatever. I don't really trust them because I don't have girlfriends. So, whoever you trust, just watch on their part if you're a little, stuck about your hair, or, anything about your body for that matter. Just go by doing that. And like I said, that's all the advice I can give to you right now. Um, yeah, so that's about it that I wanted to say. I wanted to hear, like from you guys, if you ever had, like the situation like happen to you, if you ever be in the middle, just like even it's the same thing, like either if you were like dealing with clothes, for that matter, if you ever had that situation, I would like to hear your story, like what you guys think of it. I know most of you find it, extremely fucking annoying, for that matter, especially when you're trying to do your shit, and then out of the blue somebody comes in and mess you up. That's fucking ridiculous. So I know most of you say it's annoying, but if you guys have anything different to say in the comments, you are more than welcome to comment down on the links below. And I want to say, thank you guys for taking the time to view this video. If you viewed this whole video, thank you that you made it through my ranting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.